A United States Air Force non-commissioned officer was killed by their own Sig Sauer M18 service pistol at no fault of their own. A security forces desk sergeant took off his Safariland holster with the M18 pistol still inside. By unlocking the QLS fork and placing it on a table, the pistol went off while still in the holster, hitting the sergeant in the chest and killing him instantly. After the incident, the commanding general of Air Force Global Strike Command ordered a pause on all uses of the M18 service pistols. The investigation is still ongoing. This is an eyewitness report. I have another article to read. If you enjoy my content, hit the like button. Thank you for doing that. This is a very serious issue, and for Sig Sauer, it does end today. It probably ends with the outcome of what I'm about to read you and some drastic changes. So just hit the like button and donate to all the things down below if you want to support the channel. Just leave a llama in the emoji and the llama emoji down below. I'm pretty fired up right now, and let me know what your thoughts are on this Sig incident. Warren Air Force Base. An active duty airman assigned to the 90th Security Forces Squadron, 90th Missile Wing, died on base while on duty early morning Sunday. The incident is currently under investigation by Air Force Office of Special Investigations and appropriate base authorities. According to a news release from the base, the incident is isolated and there is no threat to the base or community. No further details are being released at this time to protect the integrity of the ongoing investigation. We are deeply saddened by the loss of a valued member of our mighty 90 team, Colonel Terry Holmes, 90th Missile Wing Commander, and in the release, our thoughts and heartfelt condolences with the airman's family, friends, and his fellow defenders during this incredibly difficult time. I have another article to read. A memorandum from a Lieutenant General, Commander General of the United States Air Force, ceasing all use of SIG M18 service pistols and any SIG product for service handgun relation. Why? Why has it taken the death of an airman? Why? How many videos have I made? How many videos has Focus Trip made? How many videos has Ben Steger made? Protraban? How many videos has the entire internet made about the issues, ongoing issues with the M18, M17, and P320? And while I do not represent any organization, the Department of Defense, the United States Army, I don't represent anybody but myself. What I'm telling you is this is not new. This is not a new unfolding discovery. We have known memmed internals, corners have been cut, guns have been going off when dropped, guns have been going off in the hands of soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, competition shooters, private security, law enforcement personnel. Millions of these things are in circulation. A safety upgrade. I was in 2nd Armored Brigade Combat Team 118 Infantry in Barbaric Company, and all of our pistols went back to SIG. That was in 2017, 2018. This is not news. This is the loss of an airman needlessly. His family, his wife, his kids, his family, right now. Think about that. They are going to feel the loss of this. Now, while the investigation is not complete, I want you to hear the eyewitness account that I just read. He took the gun, still in the holster, he unclipped it, still in the Safariland holster, and placed it on a desk. When he placed it on the desk, it went off and killed him. Right through the freaking heart. Think about that. That could be you. You take off your gun in the holster and you place it down. Kills you instantly. What about your kids? What about your family? What about your airmen? What about your soldiers? I want to read to you a memorandum for record. At this point, as I read this, I want you to get down below. How many people have to die? How many incidents have to occur? How many of these? We know of $11 million court case won. We know of over 20 active pending litigations. We know of law enforcement agencies to include the Chicago Police Department. We know of numerous agencies that have dumped SIG. ICE, the FBI, ICE and the FBI, Chicago Police Department. Those are three names right off the top of my head. Why? How many people have to die? How many? The Air Force is dumping SIG. So for SIG, Sauer, and the Cohen, it ends today. Enough is enough for the Air Force. Hopefully, the Army and the Marines are next. Maybe we can get a Beretta M9A4 or just give us our old Berettas back. Figure it out. If this was one of my NCOs, I would stop at nothing. So on behalf of this non-commissioned officer, on behalf of everyone, to include myself, that is going to an upcoming course, I guarantee you that has to carry an M17, that has to carry an M18, that has to carry a SIG P320 for work. On behalf of all the law enforcement officers, private security, contractors, Department of the Army security guards, soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, I guess not airmen anymore, that are carrying an M18 or M17, this is why we have to sound off from the bottom to the top in a respectful manner. Sir, ma'am, first sergeant, sergeant major, look, the guns are broke, MIM'd internal, safety recall. They go off when they're dropped. They go off in the hand. The rear sights fly off. They're uncommanded discharges in the holster. Let me read this. Memorandum for all Air Force Global Strike Command personnel. I'll just kind of... Memorandum for all Air Force Global Strike personnel. 21 July 2025. Subject: immediate pause of all M18 modular handgun systems operations. Immediate action required. Effective immediately. All personnel of AFGSC will pause use of the M18 MHS for all operational and training activities until further notice. This pause will remain in place until completion of ongoing investigation and safety investigations into a recent incident at the F.E. Warren Air Force Base. Wing commanders and DFCs will arm personnel with the M4 rifle. With the M4 rifle in place of the M18. This is serious. With the M4 rifle, they're going to be armed instead of the M18. That is a force protection increase to increase safety. They're increasing force protection to decrease and increase safety. A rifle on gate guard. A rifle on patrol. You're going to have military police, security force personnel carrying a rifle on patrol because they can't trust their handguns. They can't trust their fucking handguns. Because SIG Sauer cut corners. That's what I just fucking read. They can't trust the fucking service pistol, so they're going to carry a rifle on patrol. Think about that. Think about that military police. Think about that 0311s, 11 Bravos, law enforcement officers. Think about that. Special operators. Listen to what I'm saying. In place of your M18 or M17, now you're carrying a rifle. We need the M9 or a Glock 19X yesterday. Commanders, first sergeants, sergeant majors, sir, ma'am, help us out. Interim procedures. Until further notice, wing commanders and defense force commanders will issue the M4 in place of the M18 to require personnel. Ensure continuous mission capability during this pause. Contact AFGSC A3S for supplemental guidance for tasks routinely accomplished with the M18 service pistol and for which accomplishment the M4 is not feasible. Provide feedback for any operational issues this direction causes. They're going to conduct an investigation. They're going to inspect the M18s 100%. They will inspect, the Air Force is going to inspect 100 fucking percent. 100 fucking percent. Read the memorandum. They're going to inspect 100%. What does that tell you? What does that fucking tell you? Do you know how much of a task that is? Drill sergeants, infantrymen. Do you know how much of a task that is to inspect 100% of an entire branch of the armed forces handguns? That is a monumental fuck up by SIG. That is a monumental fuck up by the individuals that adopted the MHS program. That is a fuck up. To inspect 100% of all service pistols in an entire branch, think about what I'm saying. That's like right now me saying we're going to inspect every Army M4A1. Are you insane? I don't know how many there are, but I can tell you how many I've seen in the scale, and we're looking at a big ass number. Reporting. Wing commanders will confirm implementation of immediate action procedures within 24 hours of receipt. Well, you're welcome, sir or ma'am. I'm helping you out right now. I'm letting my audience know, and they're going to share this video because this is freaking huge, guys. This is awesome and horrible. Think about it. Your battle buddy's dead. Takes the QLS off in the holster. M18 still in there. Sets it down like this. Boom. That's your battle buddy. That's your son, your daughter. That's your dad. That's your mother. Think about it, okay? Just think about it. That's all I ask that you do. Just literally sit down for 5 seconds and fucking think about that. Your dad goes to work. It's a freaking weekend. And he doesn't come home because of a failure of a contract. Because of a failure. I can't state too much more. Think about it. You draw the lines. You draw the conclusions. You draw the outcome. You draw the thought process. You draw the fucking decisions that got us here. Let's go through it. M9 Beretta, service pistol, good, works, made in Italy. The only problem is the freaking place it's made. So the government or those in power say, we need one produced in the United States with a modular system that's cheap. But guess which one got the priority? Cheap. Made in the United States with Indian MIM parts, it's fucked up. So take a minute tonight, whenever you see this video, share it with a buddy that has to carry that piece of shit. It's going to be me here in 3 weeks. I'm going to be shooting it for 5 weeks straight, nonstop for a course. It's going to be me. That could be me. Tell Nighthawk. Check it out. Takes it off, puts it on a desk, boom. All right, I'm done. You think about it. You let me know. Share this with a buddy that has to carry that piece of shit.